Happy Lunar New Year. Welcome to the year of Wood Snake. And snake is an energy of renewal, a very wise energy. This is considered the spiritual sign of the Asian zodiac, although they're all spiritual in their own way, of course. But after a high-flying year of dragon last year, we're coming back down to earth with the snake, who is also known as the little dragon. So this is still a year to tap into our inner mystic, to follow your intuition, to very much focus on the spiritual energies. But again, we're bringing it back down to earth. And it's a time for simplifying, for shedding old skins, for letting go, and transforming yourself. What do you need to shed or let go of in order to be renewed? Consider that. Consider, what is it that you know it is time to let go of? And the thing about a snake here, and this is wood snake, we'll talk about wood in a second, but the thing about any snake here, it is about changing into a new identity, into evolving. You will never be the same person again. And I know we go through a lot of changes in life and a lot of transitions, and we do this and that, and we say we're still the same person, but not if you evolve. You're not the same person. Now, granted, on a spiritual level, on a soul level, we're always the same because we're always God, source, right? But here in this earth school, we are changing, we are growing, we are waking back up to who we are, and no time is this more true than during Year of Snake. So open yourself to the transformation. Do not be afraid to change. Do not be afraid to let go. You may even need to let go of some things in life that are essentially good, and maybe they were interesting and helpful to you at one point in time, but they no longer fit the new you, or the new you whom you are becoming. So utilize your inner wisdom. And by the way, snake years are very good for tapping into the inner wisdom because they're very spiritual years. We want to be led and guided by our intuition, not just what you see and hear with your obvious physical eyes. And snake as an animal, it can feel the undercurrents, what is happening underneath the earth. I have heard that snakes will come up from the ground when there are earthquakes. And by the way, this particular snake here, wood snake, which the last one was 1965, and we are in, it's number 42 in the 60-year cycle, and the poetic name for this is Snake Comes Up Out of Its Hole. And I find that interesting because knowing that snakes will come up out of their hole for a number of reasons, but they'll also come up out of the hole when there are earthquakes. So, you know, this is a metaphor. I'm not saying there will be earthquakes. I'm saying there are metaphoric earthquakes. There are tremors, shocks happening in society that causes us to step up, to change, to evolve, and grow. That is what I'm saying here. You will need to change, evolve, grow, shed some things, let go of some things, simplify your life. You might also look at your fashion, your interior decorating. Snake is a very elegant, well-fashioned sign, well-dressed often, more in the simple way, more in the understated way, because this suits snake and allows snake to move through in a way, you know, that has that grace, that elegance, but also does not call too much attention to itself. So these are all good ways to be in the lunar year ahead. You know, of course, snake does have a shadow side, and the shadow side of snake, you probably already sense intuitively, is cunning, deceit, deception. In my experience with those who are born in the year of snake, they don't usually lie outright, but they may withhold information, or they say things and you hear them a certain way, and that's not what they said, but they don't correct you, even if they know you're interpreting it a different way. So again, tune into the undercurrents, really listen. This is a year to be observant, pay attention. It's also a wood year, so you see wood in the background here. Wood, goes up high in the form of tree. It extends out. It is friendly. It is social. So it is a good year for being social, although maybe not so much in the extravagant way of last year. Uh, with the year of dragon, you're really out and about in a lot of different circumstances. With the year of snake, it's more about socializing in one's own uh, particular inner circle, being more particular about one's acquaintances, but still, wood snake, wood causes us to branch out, to reach upward, to be creative. This is a very creative energy. So, again, do what you need to do to cleanse, to shed old skins. Really looking at, yes, shedding old stuff that you don't need anymore, old patterns, old ways of being, um, in order to move more into your creativity, your wisdom, your spirituality. And if you happen to be someone who has been thinking about developing your psychic gifts or your intuition or just leaning more deeply into the mystical path, this would be a good year for focusing on that. Very good. For seeking out a teacher or for implementing a new practice that supports you in your connecting with the mystical energies of the universe and awakening your own abilities. Until next time, I'm wishing you a most splendid, abundant, happy, healthy year of Wood Snake.